Hello friends, welcome to Java Solutions Guide. So in this video, I'm going to explain how we can connect to Windows EC2 Instance. So as you can see here, I have already logged into the AWS console, and also I have already launched a Windows EC2 Instance, which is in the running state. This is a T2 micro, which is free tier eligible. And I have launched this in the EUS2 region under the VPC with the VPC ID, this one, and under a public subnet with subnet ID, this one, and the security group attached to this EC2 instance is this one. And if I go to security group ID, we can see the inbound rules says that RDP traffic to the port 3389 from anywhere on the internet is allowed for this security group. And because this security group is attached to the EC2 instance, which means we can send the RDP traffic to this instance, which in other words means we can connect to this EC2 instance through RDP protocol. Okay, so now let's go back to instances, and whatever I've shown you here, I'll show you in the in the picture. So as you can see here, what we are trying to do is we have AWS cloud, and in the AWS cloud we have a region. Currently we are in EUS2 region. Under that region, I've created a VPC which is having this ID, and under that VPC there are availability zones, and there are more availability zones. Actually, I have shown here two only, and in one of the availability zone we have created a public subnet, and in that public subnet I have launched a Windows EC2 instance. And this Windows EC2 instance has this security group attached to it, and which is allowing the RDP traffic. So what we are going to do from outside this AWS environment, from my machine, which is again a Windows machine only, I'm going to RDP to this particular Windows EC2 instance. And now because the security group allows RDP traffic, so I will be able to successfully connect to this Windows EC2 instance. Okay, so now what I want to show you is there are some prerequisites which we should make sure that those are there before we try to make connection with the EC2 instance. So let us have a look over those prerequisites quickly. So these are the prerequisites. So the first one is verify that the EC2 instance is ready. So your EC2 instance should be ready before you start connecting to it. So what does it mean? It means that the status checks should be passed before you start connecting to your EC2 instance. The status checks are having two parts, which is the first one is system status checks, and second one is instance status checks. So make sure both of these status checks are done. And here it says that system reachability check passed, and here it says instance reachability status check passed. So both of these checks should have been passed before you start connecting, otherwise you will get a connection timeout, so you will not be able to connect. Next one is make sure you have a remote desktop client. So now because we are connecting to Windows EC2 instance, we need a remote desktop client to connect to our EC2 instance. So in most of the Windows we already have this RDC using which we can connect. And if you don't have, there is another option which you can do, like you go to actions and then you say connect, and you can just download this remote desktop file, and then using this you can connect. So which is very easy. And there's another way actually using session manager, but that is not in the scope of this video. So the next prerequisite is make sure you have the public IP address or DNS of your EC2 instance. Now because we are going to connect from outside the AWS environment, so we need a public IP address to connect to this EC2 instance. So how you will find the public IP address? You need to go to description, and here you can find the public IP address. Also you can use the DNS if you want, which is just above the IP address. Okay, so the next thing is make sure you know the default username which you will use to connect to your instance. So each AMI which is having a different operating system comes up with the different usernames to connect to EC2 instance. So for Windows instance, the username will be administrator. Next one is make sure you know the location of .pem file. So .pem file will be required while you will be connecting to your EC2 instance. While launching your EC2 instance, you would have downloaded your PEM file. So make sure do you know the location, because using this PEM file we will create the password. And so you should know the location of .pem file. Next one is make sure that the inbound RDP traffic from your IP address to your instance is enabled. So this we already saw in the security groups. So the RDP traffic is allowed. Okay, so now let us see quickly how we can connect to Windows EC2 instance. So first I'll show you the two ways. So first one, I'll go to actions, I'll say connect, and I'll download this remote desktop file, and then I will click on this and it will open this pop-up. Click on connect and you just need to enter the password. So how you will get the password? For that you need to click here get password, and here you need to give the key, the PEM file, and using that PEM file you will say decrypt password, and then it will give you the password. Okay, so now let's choose the PEM file. So I'll choose the PEM file, I'll say decrypt password, and here it is. So we'll copy this password, close this, and we will put it here, and we'll say okay, and I'll say yes. And as you can see, we have successfully connected to Windows EC2 instance. So this is the one way you could connect to your EC2 instance quickly. And other way you can do is you can simply go to your start, and then in the search you say type mstsc, and you can choose this remote desktop connection, and then you say connect, and this is also doing exactly same thing, but doing in a different way. So it will initiate your remote connection. I hope it will connect, and it's taking some time. Remote desktop can't connect to the remote computer for one of the reason. Not enabled. Okay, I think the DNS has changed. The DNS is not this one, so I'll copy the DNS from here, and then I will paste it here. And as you can see, the username is already there, and let's try to connect it again, and it's asking for the password, which is yeah, we can provide from here. Go to connect again and say get password, and the key is already chosen. Say decrypt password, copy the password and put it here, say okay, click yes, and here we are connecting to EC2 instance. So that's all I wanted to show in this video. If you have any questions, you can put in the comment section. If you like the video, please give it a like, and please subscribe the channel for more such videos, and see you in the next video.